Dokie. Still doesn't seem like that chat bot is like showing up. That's kind of annoying. Okay. So, last time we worked on adding in this dashboard with a clock tile and a calendar tile. The next one I want to work on is a weather tile. And I kind of want it to look like this, but with obviously like the full week. But I really do like this kind of apples view. I think it's a pretty good one. So let's try and recreate that on this dashboard, and let's go for it. So I've got, let's use open weather because I already have a key for open weather. And let's also use Saloon. Saloon PHP. Okie doke. And I really like Saloon for third-party integrations. I think it's really clean. I don't think I use it all of the time, but if I'm going to hit more than one endpoint, I'm probably pulling this in. I think it's a really nice package, and it enforces a really nice standard, which I appreciate and enjoy. So let's start by installing Saloon. No, what am I doing? And then we also want the Laravel plugin. I kind of wish this Laravel plugin was called out a little bit more, but that's okay. Copy that. Let's go into terminal, go paste that in, let that run. Next, publish the configuration file. Okay. That's published. Artisan console commands. Okay, so let's PHP artisan Saloon connector. And we want to call it open weather. The connector should also be named open weather, I think. No, it should not support OAuth. So now if we come into the sidebar and into app HTTP integrations, we have an open weather with an open weather connector. And we accept JSON. Let's get rid of these comments. And let's add in the base URL for Open Weather's API. Let's see, API doc. So we want current weather. So open weather, one call, lat long, API key. So let's replace these. Exclude part. Let's take a look at more in the Laravel, or no, in Saloon, because I think there's a way we can send in, okay, that's for headers, that's this timeout. I think there's a way we can send in those GET requests. Default config, that's for Guzzle. Authentication. default auth, token auth, base auth, query parameter. That's what we want. And so I think we can say just this is the base URL. And because one call is kind of an endpoint. I don't think we need default headers, and I don't think we need default config. I'm not quite sure about default headers, so I kind of want to keep it here for now. But let's import the query authenticator. Let's see what one call calls their thing, which is app ID. So that goes here. And they're passing the connector in through the constructor. And I think that's fine, but I also kind of just want to use the default one. Like mine. So I think I can just do config services open weather. Let's go to services. Let's see. SES key. Yeah, let's copy this resend and paste it down here and do open weather key and change this to open weather key. Okay, so then we can, what was I doing? Okay, open weather.key, and then that should work. So if we go back to Saloon and we want requests, and we can make a PHP Artisan Saloon request. So PHP Artisan Saloon request. What is the related? Open weather. What should the Saloon request be named? One call. Should do a get. Cool. So in one call, get rid of this, get rid of this, and don't need to override the headers, but we can add the default query. That's what I was thinking before. So let's go back to the one call API, and so it's one call. That's what goes here. And let's double check that we don't have the trailing slash here. Let's get rid of this, I guess. One call, and then we want default query to have lat. Long. And exclude. So I live in Plainfield, Illinois. So let's go to maps and get my Google coordinates. So Plainfield, and you can right click and copy the lat long in Google Maps, which I find super helpful whenever I'm doing location-based stuff. So technically this is getting hard-coded. I think maybe eventually I could unhard code this and pass it in. But since this app is just for me and my family, I kind of don't care if it's hard-coded. So we can see. And then exclude. What do we use with exclude? Exclude. By passing this parameter, you can exclude some of the parts of the weather. It should be a comma delineated list without spaces. So we want hourly. No, we want daily and current, I think. So let's do, we want to, I don't like how this is where we want to exclude some things. So I want to exclude minutely. I want to exclude hourly. And I potentially want to exclude alerts, but I think I want to keep it right now. So 1 second. Okay, so now let's make units. And let's use imperial. Because, no. Standard is Kelvin in their, for their API, and Kelvin is not super useful for humans, but that's fine. Metric would be anywhere if you're not in the US or a US based thing that uses whatever. So metric, imperial, since I'm in the US, that's what I'm used to. So that's what I'm going to use. And then lang is an optional parameter to get the output in your language. So I don't think, I think English is the default. So let's try to call this. So we can do request. So let's open up Tinkerwell. No, I don't want to connect via SSH. I want to connect to Sunny. Okay. And so we have a, how do I send stuff? Sending requests. That's what I want to look at. Cool. So we have an open weather connector, and we have a one call open weather one call. We want to do open weather send one call, and let's see what we get back. And we're gonna get query authenticator must be value of type string null given. Okay, that makes sense. So let me copy my environment or the API key into my environment variable or my environment file. So let's do open weather key equals and open env example and paste this in here. And I'm gonna put on my starting soon screen just to protect that key. So give me 1 second. Let's go to there. Okay, and we're back. So I pasted it in the .env. So if we go back to Tinkerwell, oops, not, if we run, we did get something back. Wait, cool. So we got something back. Let's add a JSON to this so we can see a little bit more clearly. Okay, so this is the lat long. The time zone is in America, Chicago. The current date time is this. So temperature is this. Feels like that. Cool. So let's use this. Let's copy this into let's make a tile. So let's do new file, weather, blade PHP, and open some PHP, close some PHP, and do, what is it, X dashboard tile? Yeah. X dashboard tile position and add some state with the position, and let's need to close that, and let's, I guess, do mount for now. I don't think it's going to end up here forever, but let's just get something going. Let's import open weather. Let's do one call, and let's do weather here, and we can say this weather equals JSON. And let's do @dump weather. Now, if we go into log pose, we can copy this, and let's make this A2 and B1. And if we go back to dashboard, oh yeah, weather. Cool. So now we have our data set up, and we've got our current weather, which is what we want to build. And a reminder, we're trying to build this. So I want to get the city. Does it give me the city? Potentially not. It won't let me scroll. Let's turn off this. Still won't let me scroll. That's annoying. Let's go back to, nope, this. So we have current. Does current give us a city? No. Okay. I mean, I know what the city is. I don't know if I need it to tell me where I live, but it would be nice if they give it to you, but oh well. Okay. So let's go into here. Let's make, let's do H1 with plain field. I know, it's so silly that I live in a town called Plainfield, but whatever. Then we want, I'd say, like a div, and we want the current temperature. And let's look at our example again. So yeah, we've got, this is the current temperature, this is the high today, and this is the low today. And then we also have this little sun icon for what the current weather is. So let's see. Let's get that 57 in there. So let's do weather current. And then temp. So let's see how that looks. Cool. We've got 56.66. I think we could round that up. round. Cool, and now we got 57. So now I think we could, let's say, do current. It feels like, no, I don't want that. I want, current feels like, do we have the high and low for today? No. But we do have this daily stuff. And so the daily might, I think this, let's see, max is 57. Min is 38. Okay. How do we see what this is? Let's see. Carbon, parse, carbon. Okay, run that again. So it says 1102, 6,000. I don't know where the 6,800 came from, but the 1102 is correct. So I guess that first key is the current day. So if we want that high-low, we could do weather daily 0. Let's do X. There we go. Come back this stuff. So current, we're done with daily temp min max. Okay. Daily temp max and daily temp min. And I'm guessing those are going to be rounded again. Cool. So 57 and 38. I think I want them in the inverse order. So like low and then high. Cool. So then let's, I don't know, div these together and do class, flex, items, and justify between. Cool. And then let's make this div a class extra large 2XL. Nope, that's not gonna work. Sure. What does it look like with this? Okay. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I still think maybe we should make the low number muted. So let's wrap it in a span and add a class of text dimmed and wrap this in a span, and then let's do class space x2. Cool, that gave it a little more space, and then that 38 is a little muted in color. I kind of like that. Cool. Maybe we also want to add a degree symbol. So let's do E degree, copy that, paste that here. Okay, so we have 57 degrees, 57 degrees. I don't know if the 38 needs it. Let's keep going and see what the rest look like. So, So then we're going to want to do a for each weather daily as day, and for each we want to skip the first one. So let's say index, if index equals 0. Wait, isn't there a continue? Laravel.com/docs and continue blade. There we go. Cool. So that's what I want. If index equals 0, continue. Otherwise, let's copy this. And this is going to be the day of the week. Then there will be that little, I don't think I want this to be 2XL though, but that's okay. Day of week, then the weather. So let's actually put the day of the week and the weather icon together. Wrap span, and class space x2, and then we want this to be round so if we're going through daily, this is the first one, so yeah, we still want temp. So day, that's what we made it. Yes, day temp min, day temp max. Let's see if this works. Cool, that did. So 64, 48, 62, 68. Not too shabby. Cool. Now, how are we going to figure out this day of the week icon? So we have the DT. What is DT? Let's go to their API. And it did say, like when I carboned it, it looked okay, but I still am curious what DT is. Current time Unix UTC. Hourly, daily. Time of the forecasted data UTC. Okay, so when I carbon parsed it, I got the date. So if I could say day, what does that mean? Okay, 2 day of week. Carbon PHP. Docs day. String formatting. Right, let's get rid of this search. String formatting. I want Thursday. So should I just use format, or do they have a good getter? Yes, they do. A short English day of week. That's what that was. I didn't want to connect to the notebook. I just wanted to copy. Short English day of week. That's what I wanted. So let's do carbon parse. I don't like this, but that's okay. parse day day dt. Okay. Day dt, and then do, nope, copy, shoot, I didn't actually copy it. Short English day of the week. So then if I go back, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Sweet. The one thing I don't like is that since I'm not using a mono-spaced font, these are not equally, like the weather icon kind of goes around, and I don't love that. So I think what I want to actually do is give it a class of, let's say, width 16. Is that too much? Potentially. Network, disable cache. Nope. Okay. That's what I wanted. Is it because it's a span? It's probably because it's a span. Yeah. So if I make this a div, will you listen to me? Yes, but then you're not in line. Inline block. Haha, that worked. So let's make 16, 12. It's still too big. 8. Cool. That's a good width, I think. Cool. So now let's do this weather icon. And these weather icons, let's see, how do we guide? Let's see, products, open, how to start, how to make a call, fields, current weather ID, weather condition ID, and there's all these icons, icon list. So if we do open weather, oh, that's nice. So does it give us the icon? I think it does. So, yeah, weather icon, sweet. So let's copy this and do image source, and then this is going to be day weather 0 icon. Ugh. Weather 0 icon. It was 0 because there's another array inside this array. So I guess you could have more than one. Let's see how this looks. Floop. Nothing. Damn. Oh, there they are. It just took a second. Those are entirely too big. And sunny. Day, weather, 0 icon. Except I don't think rain is in the weather all week. So why is it showing this icon for all week? 1D. It says 10d.png. 10d.png. Huh. Maybe it is supposed to rain all week. Wait, okay, this is current weather daily. So this is temp, feels like, weather. Yeah, okay, so this is 03D. So 03D, let's DD this. Alright, actually, let's just DD this. KB dump. Undefined day. Oh, because I'm putting it in the wrong spot. Silly me. Wait, okay, that's not where I wanted that. I wanted that here. String must be, okay, so. Wait, what? Okay, comment you out. Really comment you out. Rain, rain. Huh. Let's add an overflow scroll to this so I can actually potentially see the bottom. No? Huh. Why am I getting a different thing? Huh. It's almost like I'm keying off the wrong day. Okay, so daily, we have 8. So this is today. It says just scatter clouds, and this is tomorrow. And it says, I guess it does say light rain. Huh. Okay, I guess it was working perfectly fine, and I'm just... Wait. Plainfield, US. Let's look at this. So Sunday, Let's look at Imperial. This is not the correct spot. Plainfield, Illinois. Let's go. This one. Okay, it's showing rain. Interesting. Okay. As long as this matches what we're getting. So I wanted to have the weather here. Let's Control Z a little bit, get that image back. Okay, so then let's do string must be, okay, so then this is icon. Okay, cool. So then let's make this class inline block as well. And let's make it size 6 with full height full. Nope. Don't like how big this is. If I add, let's say, oops, size 4, what happens? It does not care. If I make this a div with an image inside it and do class size 4, how big is the div? Still size 4, but it's not actually, that size 4 didn't actually take. Is this not running? Huh. Okay. What if I do width 4, height 4? I meant 4. Okay, that works. Huh. So I think the Spatie dashboard package has a configured assets folder or asset CSS that it pulls in, and that just doesn't include the width and or the size, which is fine. Let's put, I wonder, will this work now if I put it back on the image? Cool. It's still a little small, but sure. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Cool. Does this match? Yeah, it does. Cool. Sounds good. So that's working. Let's commit. Install Saloon Create weather tile. Cool. Well, I'm gonna end this broadcast. I'll probably start another one, but it's just so when they go to YouTube, it's just in smaller chunks and I don't have to split them up later. So